Alright, I'm loading in. So I'll go to what battle? What a battle? 8. Okay. All right. Okay.
Concentrate on your battle. I have your back.
Okay. Let's see. Battle Arena 8. Three-party player content. Ooh. Altar of Blood. Yeah. All right. I'm in here. Hey. Alright, so I got my stream open. Okay, so the one thing you have to know is across the bottom are my hotkeys. Okay. Now, my hotkeys, when I do the left up, this hotkey, Sun's Fury, is the cancel for the hop. Okay. So when I do that, so what you can do is when you hop, so normally you do like, you hit right trigger and you hit left stick or right stick to do hop 3. No, it's just your hop. It's your hop, not your thing. So there's a hop that you can do. Left trigger, you do it at the same time. Left trigger and left stick and your stick goes to the right or left. So get used to doing that side to side. See how I'm hopping back and forth from side to side? Yeah. Okay, so in the middle of that, what you have to do, you hit your left trigger, and this is why you have to have your up arrow. So you transfer from your up arrow, go like this, and then you do your transition. So in the middle of your hop, you got to hit your up D-pad while you're still hitting your left trigger, and then hit your right thumbstick up to make sure. Well, so here's the thing: you can actually program it, but I do it the other way, like this, and then you do your left, right, all that kind of stuff. What gives all your buffs. So you can have, so some people have it as just a hotkey by itself, like when you press the up arrow. I have it as like one like this because it's easier for me to hit the right trigger and do, you know, when I'm in the middle of my hop, I can just hit D-pad up and hit right trigger up and I go right into Sun Fury and it cancels it. Yeah, so you'll have your buffs will. So when you're in your talent, so when you hit your Sun Fury, that changes you to your talent. And so if you have your skills up on your right side of your screen, like on my stream here, you can see that now it's like Shout to the Sky, Time to Shine, Sun, Moon, and Stars, Summer Rain, Do It Better. Those are all your buffs. See what I mean? So it's like. Let me just go through this so I know. Hang on just a second. Let's see. It takes me a while to get my muscle memory back here. So you also did the front. So the front thing. So the protected moves, right? So here's the one thing for PvE. So when you pull back on the left stick and then this, your hop 3, that has a frontal guard. Okay. Now when you go when you do the back stick and back up and you hit right trigger, that's going to do your quick 2. That also has a frontal guard. See what I mean? So you can combine those with your, like I can go like this and then go hop back and it's all frontal guarded. See that? And then you see how there's some skills you can do that are good for PvE and support that are always frontal guarded or protected. So like another thing is if you do the left stick forward and then hit your B button, you'll do a forward roll, and that forward roll is actually super armored. So you put your left stick forward, and while your left stick is forward, you hit your B button. And you see how it's, yeah, so it's that is super armored. So you can actually combine all this stuff with the, like you can combine this one, you can go that, and you can hit forward roll, and it's all like frontal guarded and super armored when you're doing PvE or support. Now this, when you just hit the right trigger and you start doing the whirl around like that, none of that is protected. So I don't really do that at all in rotations where it's PvE heavy or I need to be protected. I always do really conservative like this, go back like this, or like this, or like your sideways hop is invincible. See what I mean? So you can do your sideways hop, which is like invincible, and then coming out of it, you can do your forward like this. So all that is protected. See what I mean? So if you do sideways hop and then forward somersault, that's like invincible and then super armored. See what I mean? So those 4 moves I just did. So just those 4 moves that I did are all like. Those are all protected. So protected, 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 protected. See what I mean? I know, that's what's so neat about it. So the hop, the only thing about the hop is there's a little bit of a cooldown for the invincibility. which is about 3 seconds. It's a 3-second cooldown for the invincible. But that's not big deal. So you can do a hop and do the frontal guard, and then do the hop again, and rotate them, you know, and they'll be... And when you go... Here's the thing, when you go back, too, when you hop, no matter which way you hop, so you can hop to the side, hop to the other side, hop to the back, that's all, like, what do you call it? Not super armor, but protected. It's, what was the other word? Invincible? Not invincible, but, what's the word? I don't know. It's got the little red splatter. No, not the super armor, the invincible thing. Yeah, is that what it's called? Invincible? Oh, okay, so no matter which way you go for the hop, whether it's side to side or back, it's the invincible when you start it after 3 seconds. So the cooldown time is 3 seconds. So the filler for that is the side to side one for the frontal guard, or the quick 2, 4, 5 leap back. Now the only time that quick 2, 4 is frontal guard is if you hit your back and your right trigger. That's the only time you get that frontal guard, like that. And there's others too, but I'm just showing you the basic movement type thing, you know. So for the, let me see if I can get this right, because my fingers haven't gotten. So when I go to the side, and I go like this. Oh, that's what it is. So okay, I just remembered. My fingers remembered now. So what happens is, so now when you're in this, when I'm playing the flute, one of the ways I can get out of it is by doing the side-to-side thing like this, right? Okay, so here's the deal. Here's what you got to do. So you leap to the side, right? And while you're leaping to the side, you hit your up D-pad with the Sun Fury to cancel it, right? Then right after you cancel, you hit B button. Then you can do your left trigger. Yeah. So if I do like this, and I'm here, so like if I'm holding B down, then I can go side to side and back with my left stick, and it will do all my buffs. See how I'm playing my flute? So hold B down, and it will give your sun, moon, and stars to start. Then if you go down, it'll give your shout to the sky. Left will give your summer rain. Right will give your time to shine. That's all 4 buffs. They all last a minute. So, yeah. No, it doesn't. So, but you have to be holding B button when you do it. See what I mean? So like, look, so here, I'll demonstrate again. So if I'm in the heat of battle, I'm going like this and whatever, and they need the buffs, then what I'll do is go like this, and I'll go like this. Or actually, I messed up, so. So that's how I did it. Yeah, you can tuck and roll to get... Yeah, you can tuck and... Really, tucking and rolling is a way to, like... to get... Yeah. 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 Yeah, because even if you tuck and roll when you're in your talent, like, if I'm, like, in my talent here... Oh, I'm not... So see, my buffs are all active around me. You gotta be quick though, so here... And my fingers are not... I haven't played for a while. What happened? Oh. Hang on. Anyway, you play around with it. There's a sequence of buttons. So when I'm playing the flute like this and I still have to do the super armor, I can just roll forward and it still gives me a super armor and I still play the flute. But when I transition out of it though, then I can do a variety of different things. I can do side to side. I can actually transition out of the flute by going that way. So there's different things I can do, and plus I can actually do the slide like this. See what I mean? So you can transition to that from your awaken. So got great escapability. So now here's the cool part here. So if you have, so you know how you have, I don't know if you know this or not, but you can direct your flooring depending on which button you have, like in this quick thing here. You know that quick thing here? Yeah, so after you click it once and it starts going out, you can either click right button, I think, or X to like redirect it on subsequent. So watch this. So if I'm going to throw it... Oh, it didn't work. Okay, never mind.
You have to use a potion.
Okay, never mind. I gotta get it down. Let me look at my skill thing real quick and I'll show you. I'll tell you. So on the talent, no, on the main, it is the twirly 3. And then in the twirly 3, it says... no, I think it is your 1, 2, 3. It's your 1, 2, 3. So you can have several different options after you throw it first. You can hold your right trigger to throw a maximum 3 times, or you can tap the right trigger after go to perform from attack 2. Or you can, where is the other one? Oh, let's see. The go. Move your flooring laterally during the one motion of 1, 2, 3 to inflict damage. So you have your right trigger or X during the 1, 2, 3's attack motion, and it'll go different ways. So like if I go this, let's see here. Wait. There, do you see how that worked? Okay, so watch, I'll get beside you so you see. So normally, like you're facing the same way I am, right? Normally you throw it out like this, and your second attack goes straight. But if you throw it out and you put X, it goes to the side. See how it went to the right side? But you have to do it right after your first attack. Right after you throw it out first, you have to either press right trigger. Actually, I don't think it was right trigger. What was it? Right bumper? Oh, the other thing is, you can hit Y at any time and transition into the buffs too. So, I think the reason why I did this is because I keep, like when I press right trigger and hit the left stick to the side, I never lift my finger off of the left trigger. I just transition my thumb from the stick to the up pad, and then quick flick it up with my right stick to do the Sun Fury, and then hit B right away. That was the that is the debuff. So in the talents, there are some talents. You're talking about Misty Haze is one of them, and Delusive Light is the other. So Misty Haze is the big one but that cooldown is a minute. Now the Delusive Light is bigger, but that cooldown, well, they changed it now to it's a minute too. No, it's 30 seconds as the Delusive Light. So if you can see, like, a lot of times, like if I was doing Olins or something in a group, you want to hit that Delusive Light or Misty Haze because it's super armored, but it also, if you look at the debuffs, it's a big, they're both of them are debuffs for the enemies. So you have all invasion minus 40 for 60 seconds to nearby enemies, and then all damage reduction minus 20 for 60 seconds to nearby enemies for the Misty Haze. And then for the Delusive Light, it's critical hit rate minus 50% for 20 seconds to nearby enemies, movement speed minus 10, all AP minus 26 for 20 seconds, all accuracy minus 48 for 20 seconds to nearby enemies. So they're both pretty powerful debuffs that you can apply, but they both have a cooldown of a minute. So you kind of like, well, actually the Delusive Light is 30 seconds. They changed that. They shortened it up. Well, you're going to be standing around before the ball goes out, constantly pumping your buffs to your allies, because in the node wars you're not going to have much chance to sit around and debuff your enemies because they're going to be knocking you. So your biggest thing is going to be standing beside the ball and buffing them just before they start, right? And staying in the middle of the ball when they move around, trying to be near the shot caller or near the support people or near where the front people are fighting, like near the middle of the ball, and buffing all of the players that are actually doing damage or whatever, because they're going to be constantly getting those buffs. But you can get grabbed. You can get grabbed out of the super armor, but the point is, true, but yeah, but it's no, it doesn't matter. But what I'm saying is, for node wars, if you're going to do this in node wars, you want to concentrate on buffing people with their 4 buffs, because that's what's going to really matter. No, it doesn't. Now, you can sit there and passively play it, and it'll just refresh them automatically. You know what I mean? But, yeah, I mean, you got to rotate it. So when they sit there and they play passively, that's like healing them. It's not really giving them buffs. So, I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. Alright. I'm back. What level is your Shai, Barbarian? Do you have all your best gear on him?
I do as you command.
Oh, you did? Okay, good. Do you have the thing to it? The stone? Allah. I gives you extra monster damage. It makes a difference though with the buffs because the buffs are percentage wise. Remember? Well, but still the buffs. It does matter with the buffs though. Shai is a weird little character, man. She is a weird little character. Her buffs are like her damage is. She's so scaled back because of how powerful she is that I think she just behaves a little bit weird sometimes. Oh yeah, that's cool.
Wherever you go, I will go.
Yeah, so my hotbar is set up like if you look at the stream, I'll show you what my hotbar is. Where is my hotbar stuff? Character. My info. Function. Settings. Ring menu settings. So my one skill I have is let's see, which one is it? It's do it better. I have that on my like left thing because I can pop that at any time. It's kind of got a long cooldown. And then my right, it's got the careful. My up has all my stuff, which now that I look at it, I probably need to upgrade it a little bit, you know. But the important part is that the Sun's Fury is at the top of that, right? So you can kind of customize it the way you want, but I put a lot of the talent skills on my hotbar. So I could just pop them without having to transition. This right here was my... which one was it? Yeah, but that's very, very... Look at the duration. I think that's a very short duration. It is. It's kind of like a last ditch sort of move. And then I have Sun Fury for the up one, down one. So that's what I have. So I rotate them through them on stream so you can see them. Yeah, so you can actually give Black Spirit Rage. Like a lot of times I would give my Black Spirit Rage to like other folks to give them to 200. Yeah, to give them to 200. Let me go through a few of these rotations again because I'm not remembered it. Okay. Done a lot of rotations of Olins with this guy. I don't think I'm not pressing it good enough. There was also where else? Power. Oh yeah, this one right here, the one I'm doing right now. That's the come out. That's really good for, like, I would usually do that in the beginning of like to attract the cluster of monsters to me, because that's a taunt. Yeah, so you got to look at the thing. So in the skill tree, so if you look at the skills, let's see. Oh, and also I have for my 3 Rabams, I have Sharing is Caring, Tumblewumba, right? Tumblewumble, and Careful is my 3 that I selected. So Tumblewumba, so when I got into like dang, now I can't remember. I'd have to go in and practice a little bit more to remember my combos, but there was a time when, like, I would go like that. Like, that would be one of my skills. And I would do that after. I would do that after my rotation of my skills of. What was my main skill? There was a eat this, which is your right bumper, right trigger. So a lot of times I would do my right bumper, right trigger, like that, and follow it up with my my Tumblewumba. See what I mean? I'm gonna have to go back through the skills here because I'm rusty. My fingers are betraying me. Right bumper and right trigger. And I think did I add it to menu slot? I don't think I did. There is a B, that's the ankle biter, right? So you can knock people over with the ankle kicker. What I call that, go away. That's the kick forward at enemies, launching them into the air. Where are you at? Oh, over here. So if you hit B, wait, you gotta hit B like that. I just kicked you. It's not protected. It's funny as hell. Here, we're just having a kicking contest, you and me. Yeah, you just fuck with them and then skate away. Like if you hit left stick back and then hit B, it'll kick forward. It's a little more reliable. No, it's just like it, you know, because sometimes you're forward and doing other things. So if you concentrate on holding the left stick back and then hitting B, it'll be like it's a little more. It's hilarious. That's why I like Shai. It's just a funny little character, like I said. Oh, so your leaves though. You remember your leaves are filled, so you gotta make sure you use your leaves because your leaves help. I don't remember what they're there for. I know they're important. Leaves. What are the leaves for? I forgot. So when you do the "we're gonna win," that's a kind of a toggle skill. Look at that as kind of a toggle skill because when you look at the skill in the skill tree in the skill book, if you toggle it for 10 minutes, then it changes the subsequent skills you do, the other skills you do, it changes their effects, and you can see how it changes it. Usually I don't toggle the "we're gonna win" unless there's something specific that you have to do. So like you see that like when you toggle the "we're gonna win," the following effects will apply for 10 minutes when you use the following skills. And Do It Better, Summer Rain, Time to Shine, and Shout to the Sky, which are all your buffs, are going to change the performance area of effect to the front instead of all around you. So those buffs will be forecasted out front instead of like in an area around you. Yeah. Or or may well, no, because the debuffs are Misty Haze and Delusive Light, and those are listed below the buffs. So the buffs are forecasted to the area of effect to the front, but the debuffs are Misty Haze and Delusive Light. You increase the area of effect and change performance to be applied at the aim point, not just the area of effect. And it does not and does not apply super armor. So that's the key thing: is the debuffs do not have super armor when you do "we're gonna win." See what I mean? So the "we're gonna win" changes the skills a little bit when you do it. So you have to pay really close attention to what the "we're gonna win" does to that particular skill. I usually don't do that because for me it's like if I'm dancing around a group of monsters, I don't really want the performance area of my buffs to be to the front. I don't really have to increase the area of effect. You may increase the area of effect of your debuffs, but it's not really. I don't know why, and I wouldn't aim it at a particular monster unless it was a maybe where you would do this is if you had a guild boss or not a guild boss, because but the Shai's effects don't apply. The debuffs for Shai don't apply to guild bosses, but maybe for Rift, maybe for Arena of Solaire, maybe or something, or yeah, it could be. And but yeah, but it's too I should say the the no, it's so the well, I'll say this: it's like in assessing the risk versus benefits of something. So the benefits of the change of these skills, I don't think outweigh the risk of like losing super armor or changing it from an area of effect to an aim point and stuff like that. I just don't think that the uh, how it changes outweighs the benefits of how it was before. Does that make sense? I mean, it's like maybe for is super niche like situations when you're going to be aiming the debuff at a certain aim point, but like when you're talking about the fast pace situation of node war and you are you're kind of like have to have your head on a swivel and stuff like that, is that really going to make a difference in that environment, or is the area of effect just you're basically going to probably catch all the situations with the area of effect? You know what I mean? So yeah, risk versus reward. I don't even think I have this hot barred at all anywhere because the more I looked into it and the more I kind of used it, the more I thought I'm never really going to use it anywhere. So I don't even think I have it hotbarred anywhere, and I don't think I've fallen. It's fallen out of. I mean, it's a cancel, but then your Sun Fury is a cancel, you know, too. You know. But the biggest thing for Shai is this combo, getting it down the side hop, you know, the side hop and transition, you know, the transition to the buffs. I think you have to I think I'm doing it too slow. That's why I transition. I think I have to do it right away. Let me try it again here. Wait, I have to do.
Concentrate on your battle. I'll have your back.
Say again. Oh, the other thing is, hey, look at this. So when you hit left and right trigger at once, that actually is a super armor. You go forward and throw your thing out. I forgot about that one. So you can combine that. Yeah. Right. Oh, how do you use your leaves? That's a great question, because I forgot. Where is it? Oh, is it A? Oh, okay. The leaves do the, I think a heal or something like that, or a buff. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I think it increases your AP a little bit. Plus 32. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. So, as for 30, I think it's for a minute. Well, I hit A and I used all 3 of my leaves, so. You really need to have another person in here with you so they can see what buffs you're giving them. No, I mean, there's other buffs that other people get that you can't see that they see. Okay. Yeah, Daz, hop in and be with Barbarian so that when he does buffs, you can tell him what he's doing. I think it's important, Barbarian, that you. Yeah. So, Barbarian, it's important for you to understand like how instant it is that he receives it. Does that make sense? Because you got to know, like, when you do a movement, like, especially in No Wars, like, how fast he's going to receive his buff. Because you got to know, like, the sequence of buttons to hit. Because like, if you do something and then it takes, like, 5 or 10 seconds or whatever, you got to know that. So, it is instructed to have Daz in here as one of your teammates because he can report to you, like, when the buffs are active. Like, when he sees it. Well, but see, when Daz gets in here, he can. When Daz gets in here, he can have it up on his screen, so he can tell you exactly when it pops onto his screen. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so. Where is that skill? I thought that skill was somewhere in where. You know, now you got the hang of the buffs, you can configure your D-pad any way you want, but it's important that you configure at least Sun's Fury as the cancel for your leap, so that you can go right into your buffs. Um, Joy of Alchemy. No, that's not it. Gathering Wiz. Skill enhancement. No. Skill add-on. I don't even have any skill add-ons either on this character. But here's the thing with skill add-ons is um, well, it's more PVE focused for the skill add-ons. But if you're gonna create a PVE monster, it would be. But you could put skill add-ons that would enhance or be amplified by your buffs too for PvP. But it would only apply to you personally. You know, it wouldn't apply to anybody else. It would just be your personal add-ons. Yeah, but that's only for the target that you're hitting. What I'm talking about for the buffs in general are for group buffs, for giving other people buffs. What I'm talking about is your skill add-ons don't give other people buffs. Right. Where is... I don't know where the leaves were. I don't remember where the leaves were. Is it tuning? No. Do it better talent. No, it's something different. It's those are your 4 buffs, those are your debuffs, those are your drums. That's your Elvius skill. There's your we're gonna win, that's your toggle. Do it better. No, that's not it. I don't think the Leafs are anywhere. I think they are. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, so one. Okay, so the difference is the amount of AP, but the duration is the same. So the duration is 60 seconds, regardless of if you consume 1, 2, or 3 leaves. But it's same for applied to allies. It's 30 seconds for applied to allies, regardless of how many leaves you use. But the difference is, it's all AP plus 32, or plus 20, or plus. Yeah, right. Yeah, so yeah, that's a really important one too. But the great thing is, it's an A. It doesn't have to be used. It doesn't have to be hot barred, because all you do is click A and consume your leaves. Okay, so try your buffs, or whatever buffs you want to use, and then Daz can watch his screen and tell you, like when they pop. So what? That's crazy. Just do refill your leaves or whatever, and then you can. Yeah, see how quick that happened, Barbarian? She started playing her flute, and all of a sudden he got the buffs. So, imagine that for. Yeah. So imagine if there's like Daz times 10 or whatever it is, the ball waiting. You're going to probably want to sit there and so here's the thing, when you're in that. Yeah. I'm pretty tanky. Yeah, that makes a big difference. I mean, I'm like it. I'm not at sovereign level, so if you have anybody above like 320 or something like that, they're gonna damage me for sure. But Shais are naturally tanky though. You know, I mean, they have great evasion, great damage reduction. I'll tell you what I have right now. Where do you see character?
Concentrate on your battle. I have your back.
Yeah, so when you get down to like 10, usually when you get on 10 seconds, I usually trigger all the buffs. I refresh all the buffs again. Yeah, because when he gives himself buffs, the same timer applies to his people, whoever's around him. So if he keeps his buffs up on himself constantly, whoever's around him constantly will get the buffs. So. some damage. So your heal, that heal thing, that's the sharing is caring. The sharing is caring. That's one of your bombs. So if you get used to, I think, but I should be seeing his thing go up, but I don't. So make sure you trigger your bomb. Yeah. No, I don't see it. Yeah, that's your bomb. So like if you go over to your skill enhancement, your sharing is caring. Now you have to add that to your ring menu. So like well, you can do that too, but sharing and caring is also good. I mean, I have careful and I have sharing is caring on mine. Oh, you healed him some. Did you heal him some?
Concentrate on your battle. I have your back.
Oh, I saw you healed him as I was damaging him, so yeah, that's good. Yeah, I did. Yeah, there you go. No. It aims at whatever target you're aiming, but it has an area of effect when it lands. So it's like a health grenade, sort of like, you know. So it did heal him, even though it went past him. I saw it heal him, so. Yeah, the Shai does debuff, but for Node Wars, it's really a matter of buffing and healing more than anything else, because you really don't have time to do debuffs. Yeah, I hear the smacking when you debuff me there. I do for 10 seconds. See, that's the thing, is the debuffs don't last a lot. The buffs last for 60 seconds. And that's why it's so important to concentrate on making sure you buff them and you heal them, because they're the longest lasting ones. You know. No, because I was outside the circle when you did it. I do have the thing at the top though, so I am debuffed a little bit. let me put my effects up on the screen. Hold on. Where are my effects? Let's see. Function. Settings. Settings. Where do I see the effects on the screen anyway? Inventory, character. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, I had no active effects, so you can give me a debuff and I can see it. There you go. So you can see it's flashing up on the screen. All evasion minus 40, and then I have all this other stuff that's coming from you. So you can see it up on my screen. Now at the same time, Daz, if he has his active effects on, he should be seeing stuff from him. So you gave me an all accuracy minus 48, all AP minus 26. Oh, now they're done. They were for a little bit, and now they're gone. So, yep, yeah. They are. That's why you save. So that's why Shai usually buffs before the ball goes in, and then because the cooldown for the debuffs are a little bit longer, you wait until like you're like at the castle or somewhere else and you cast the debuffs. See what I mean? Because you want to catch a lot of the enemies, and if you're not near the enemies, you shouldn't be casting your debuffs, right? So on your side of the fence, when you're starting out, you're going to cast your buffs. And then once you progress toward where your enemy's castle is or whatever, and there's a lot of them around, then you want to sneak in there and get your debuffs in while applying your buffs. So apply your buffs first, and then you apply your debuffs, hopefully to catch a lot of your enemies around, which is why you don't change the do it better, because it's not a point effect. You know what I mean? So you just want to keep the debuffs as like a general area of effect. And that's why your enemies are going to try to knock you as a Shai on your butt and interrupt your casting. That's why they do that. Because they know they can't kill a really high level Shai. They can just interrupt her and knock her down. Grab her and throw her to the ground or whatever. So they'll always try to get to you and try to grab you or knock you or whatever to interrupt your debuffing or your buffing. Does that make sense? So you really need to be like in a barbarian's hip pocket, or or whatever, a tanky person's hip pocket, like a Nova or something, a tank's hip pocket, like right behind them, to do that. So they take whatever attacks are coming to you, so you can be behind them and be buffing them and debuffing the enemies. You don't want to be in front of them, because you're just going to be knocked on the ground, and you're just going to be worthless. So you're right behind the people that are the tanky people. You don't want to be out on the flex team either. You want to be right behind the tank people. Right now, maybe right next to the shot caller or somewhere. Yeah. But right behind the front line. Along with the witch. So the witch and you should be like beside each other, behind the tanks, and that way you can, like, you should be in his hip pocket, right? Hip pocket. Yeah, it does. It knocked me down. See, and you can see this all on my stream when you're doing it. You can see all my... Daz, do you? Yeah.
It feels like I'm flying. We do not show ourselves to just anyone.
Bartering. So you haven't, so Barbarian, you haven't done any debuffs with me for a while, so that's a gap. So you want to try to get it down so that you like either do constantly keep your folks up, you know, buffed, and at the same time make sure that when the stuff falls off of your debuff, you're cranking the debuff out. Yeah. Right. And now, oh, there you go. You hit me with all that debuff now. Yep. Mm-hmm. Right. Right. There you go. And then at the same time now, your buffs for your people, you need to convert to that now. So you need to kind of. That's why people want to get to you and knock you down. I do not know. No, you actually your grab, your ankle biter counts as the kind of knockdown grab. Your kick. That's your yeah, that's your kind of like your guaranteed like knockdown. Yeah. Yeah, there you go though. Yeah. I'll post this on my YouTube so you can like look at it. If you wanna go back and look at it. Yeah, I post all my videos on YouTube that I do the thing. Yeah, so it's that's the ankle biter, right? I think what it is you got to get it fast enough so you press B before you get out of the leap. I'm not sure. Actually, I think... I think you have to hit the cancel the Sun Fury in the middle of the hop, and then hit B immediately after, and it'll be quicker. So actually, I think I probably, if I really want to make it super quick, I'd probably want to have it hotkeyed by itself. Hotkey the Sun's Fury. And then in the middle of the leap, you hit it, and then hit B. Hit B right away, and keep B held down, and then hit your left stick. I think you gotta leap sideways first, and in the middle of your leap, you hit B. In the middle of the leap, you hit your interrupt, and then you hit B right afterwards. And then you wiggle your left stick. I think what it is like if I go now, I'm remembering, my fingers are starting to remember here. So if I go like this, right? If I leap, and then hit B, I think I have to hotkey it for it to be maximum efficiency. All right. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I think I did it before. So, okay, so try this, Barbarian. Try this. So hit your Sun Fury button first, then leap sideways with your B button pressed, then do your left stick. So you're in your regular one right now, right? You're in there flowing. So what you want to do is you hit Sun Fury. The point is, when you're in the middle of your leap, if you press B button, you can start your talent. Like, that's the shortcut. So it's like a very small window. You can start your leap, hit your cancel in the middle of your leap, hit your B button before you end your leap, and then hit your left stick at the end of your leap. And it will transition into your buffs right away. I think what I did is I think what I started doing is I just started hitting my Sun Fury right away. I would transition into a leap to cancel the Sun Fury, and then I'd hit B and wiggle my left stick. I think I did it the other way around. Does that make sense? No, but remember you got those forward guards and those super armor moves that you can rely on too. And Yeah, that is the um what move is that? That is the oh, that is the sprinkle sparkle. It sprinkles magic to either restore allies' HP or deal damage to enemies. So it is like, yeah, it's like, yeah, but it's only 300 HP. It doesn't have the big, but this is the one that recharges your leaves very, like, uber recharges. So when you have one hit, for this one, it recharges one leaf. Yeah. So, but this one is so slow though that it's not really used all that much. I mean, it's for the amount of other hits you take, like you can dish out with like Twirly 3 or Quick 2 or whatever. It's like I rarely use this one. Oh yeah, that's how I do it. Okay, I got it now. Okay, so I did a little bit backwards. What I do is you can see it on my stream, but I'll go like, I'll hit the up arrow, transition right into my leap, and then hit my left. That's why I do it. That's how I do it. Okay, Barbarian, I got it. I got it! You can see on my stream. So what I do is I usually go like this, and then I transition, and then I go like this. So I actually use the sideways leap to cancel Sun Fury into the buff state. Sorry, I had it backwards. You see that? I did it a couple more times so you could see it. Now I remember. Here, I'll go down here so you can see the skills being used, because you can't see them up there in the saved area. See how quick that did it? So I go Sun Fury. Then I do a leap to cancel Sun Fury, and then I hit all 4 buffs all at once. That's how it was. I had a little backwards because I hadn't played in a while. So like, hit Sun Fury and then do your sideways leap, and then hit your B button and do it. Yeah, so Sun Fury, sideways leap, hit B button before you come out of the leap, and then hit your left stick, and you'll do all your buffs. True. But you can get knocked out of it. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's one of the things. You can't, but you have a super armor. So when you move, you don't have the super armor. Yeah, look at the skill. Look at the skill. Like in the skill info, and read it. When you change it, that's one of the things that changes. When you go to talent and go to we're gonna win. So it says Misty Haze. Oh, I see. The forest. You mean the forest echo? Okay, so you can move and have forest armor, but the super armor doesn't apply to Misty Haze or Delusive Light. Yeah. Yeah, for the amount of time you took to do that, the other team, high-level team, would probably knock you. No, the CC is the, yeah, that or, yeah, there you go. Oh, this one is a good one too. This one I just cast, see that? It follows you around and heals you. I think it is the, Sharing is caring, I think. Yeah, sharing is caring. Yeah, that's the sharing is caring. Yep. I'll follow you around for 30 seconds and heal you. What? Oh, sorry. Yeah, because that attracts the monsters, sucks them into your location. the skill again. Talent. What was it? Right trigger, left trigger. Oh, left trigger B. Oh yeah, it's all left trigger based. Okay. Right trigger, right bumper. Left trigger B, and left trigger RB. Okay. Usually in PvP, the left trigger and B is used. Yeah. So usually in PvP, the left trigger and B is used for this, because this basically kind of immobilizes you. As long as you keep it pressed. Well, when you run out of stamina, see, I can just sit here, kind of hold it. As long as I have stamina, I can just keep doing it. Yeah, I'm just sitting. Stamina. Now I ran out, so now I gotta recover it. That's the biggest thing people use in PvP is that skill right there. The others don't really matter, but that one, because they can constantly they interrupt what they're trying to do, and they can transition into other stuff. Yeah, what a funny little character, man. She is such a funny little character. Oh, man. She's got such quirky little skills. She's not like any other character in the game, which is why I like her so much. She's got her own little niche. Oh, I forgot. What are my skills for the debuffs? Let's see. LT plus RB. Oh, LT plus LB. Okay. And this one was LT plus RB. Okay. Now what's interesting is that when you do the transition here, So like, hold on a second. So let me see if this works, if I remember it right. So when I do the transition like this and do this, I can actually go right into this. So it's not only doing your debuffs, but when you do your Sun Fury and then cancel it doing your leap, you can combo any of your things, not just your buffs. So like you can go to like, so you can go like, if I do Sun Fury and I go leap, I can transition right into this, you know, instead of my buffs. If I do Sun Fury and then do this, and I can go right into my debuffs, right this. See what I mean? And then you do Sun Fury again, you can transition right into your buffs. So it's like, it's interesting how when you do your Sun Fury and cancel it with your sideways leap, then you have an option for whatever skill you want to do in your talent, on your talent side, available to you almost. Not only your buffs, you're pressing the B button and doing your left stick by your buffs, but any other like right trigger, right trigger, left, you know, left trigger, left bumper, left trigger, because everything's keyed on your talent menu. You notice everything is keyed off of holding your left trigger anyway, right? And then you just choose what other button to use in conjunction with your left trigger, and that will be what you transition into, whether it's your left trigger, left bumper, which will be your debuff, your left trigger, right bumper, which will be one of your talents, your left trigger B, your left trigger, right trigger, your B, and then your left stick for all your buffs. So it's all like super, once you get used to that, it's like becomes super cool. Like you can just push them out. And then once you're in your talent though, so here's the thing, once you're in the talent, because I'm in the talent right now, I'm not in my flurrying, you can use any of your combinations based on your thing and do it. I don't know why Sun Fury. I think Sun Fury was what I learned. I wonder if there's a difference. 8 seconds. Well, the Forest Echo is only 6 seconds. Okay, so here's probably why Sun Fury is, because for Forest Echo, you notice there's a LTB, and then you hold B to continue playing the instrument. So if you already put that on your hotbar and then try to do your leap, the inputs might confuse the B with continuing the Forest Echo, not going into your buffs. Because Sun's Fury is just a ring menu thing. See what I mean? It says it can be added to your ring menu with your flurrying and in your awaken. So in essence, you can, Sun's Fury is a cancel because it is from both phases. It cancels both phases. Does that make sense? And it doesn't require B to be held down either. Now, Earth Tremble, you could probably do the same thing because Earth Tremble is the exact same as Sun Fury. So probably Yeah, see, that's why, is because the Sun Fury only has 8 seconds, and so by the time you finish buffing everybody, you can transition into any of the other two if you want, or go into something else, and then Sun Fury is up and ready to go if you want to use it again. Because you're not really using Sun Fury, because you're canceling out of it quick with the side hop. No. Yes. That's why you do it. You're using Sun Fury to transition from your awakened to your talent, or your main to your talent. Basically, from to your talent size. Right. Or your somersault. So the somersault also acts as, I believe, I think. Usually I just use the side hop to the twirl, because that's a frontal guard and also a transition instant cancel for the talent side. Now you notice if you're leaping forward like this, so like even though, like if you're leaping forward like this, even though there's no invincible sign, you won't get caught if you're in a leap. You can leap, as long as you have the stamina, you can leap all 4 things. But technically you could leap backwards. Some people actually leap forward into their buffs. Do you see that? Did you see that? So if I canceled on the Forest Fury, and then I hit forward, and then it transitions to my buffs right away. I can do it back too. All right. All right. Glad to help. I'm gonna go back and keep building my base. Have you seen how many hits I've gotten in Rust, man? It's like, wow, that's freaking cool.